lifestyle that extends to other products that we use, including our fashion choices. Why did I start the vegan fashion show? While doing friendly outreach as an animal rights activist, people often stop to have conversations with us. And I found that sometimes people would ask me, well, aren't you wearing leather shoes? And I would think, what a ridiculous question. They must be messing with me. Of course I'm not wearing leather shoes. Hello, do you know what year it is? But soon I realized people really didn't know. So I wanted people to know that alternatives exist, good alternatives. But many people still don't even know that the cheap old school vegan leather exists, you know, the kind that just crumbles apart, let alone next-gen materials. What are next-gen materials? Next-gen as in the next generation of materials. They are animal-free, and they are designed to be durable, sustainable replacements for fur, leather, wool, silk, down, and exotic skins. There are exciting innovations for all of these things, but in the short time that I have with you here today, I'm going to focus mostly on leather and fur. So what's wrong with leather? Leather is toxic. This is mostly from the tanning process. The chemicals get into our water, it gets into the soil, and it gets into people's bodies. Most of the world's leather is made in countries with little to no environmental regulations or safety regulations for their workers. There are children working away out there barefoot in chemical soups of toxins to process this leather. The cows have chili peppers rubbed into their eyes and are forced to walk for hours on end, scared, confused, and without rest. They are forced to march this journey to their own slaughter. And even the luxury brands have their leather made this way. A study by Circumfauna proved it would be better for the environment if we just let the cowhides rot in the landfill instead of processing them into leather. And of course, the mass producing of all these cows, there's about 1 billion cows on this planet. It's a top contributor to climate change, deforestation, ocean acidification, biodiversity loss, and many other forms of environmental degradation. And brands need to be moving away from all of this if we want to have a sustainable future. This is why tech giant Apple has banned leather as part of their sustainability initiatives. Even the cheapest, crummiest, all plastic vegan leather has less than half the environmental impact compared to animal leather. This is according to the very comprehensive 2017 Pulse of the Fashion Industry report. Still, vegan leather used to have a bad rap for being all plastic, but it's come a long way. We can now make vegan leather mostly from, or even entirely from, plants. My one fashion designer friend makes textiles as well, and she's been doing this for a long time, before it took off in the industry. I remember she told me one time at a trade show, a woman came up to her booth, looked at her things, and said to her, "Why are you making fake leather and fake exotic skins from plants? Are you stupid?" And now, my friend's luxury, vegan, and sustainable handbags can be seen in all the top fashion magazines. Today, we can make plant-based leathers from things like apples, cactus, corn, grapes, olives, from pineapple leaf waste, from banana crop waste, from coffee, from algae. It can be made from just about any fruits or plants, to be honest with you. It can also be made from mycelium, which is the root systems from mushrooms. And it can even be grown from microbes. It's an exciting time that we are living in. To give you an idea of the sustainability benefits, according to Collective Fashion Justice, it takes 17,128 liters of water to make just one handbag made from animal leather. It takes 0 water to make cactus leather, other than the natural rainfall. Miram takes 0 water to manufacture. It's 100% plastic free, all natural, low carbon, non-toxic, and circular. Miram is the most commercially available today that is 0 plastic, but there are other groundbreaking materials like it coming out soon as well. Even BMW recently announced that they have plans to use Miram. And as far as the other materials, we have some here with us today, even though they're very hard to get a hold of. One is from a material company called Nuvi, and another is from a material company called Uncaged Innovations. They're over at the Planted Learn booth across over there for you to see for yourself. And you're going to see some Miram and other plant-based leathers on our models here today, very shortly. Some quick good news about the exotic skin situation. So that would be things like ostrich skin and crocodile skin and alligator skin and snake skin. Brands are starting to ban this material as well. Recently, Marc Jacobs announced that they are banning all exotic skins. And fashion weeks are doing the same. Copenhagen Fashion Week, Helsinki Fashion Week, Stockholm Fashion Week, and Melbourne Fashion Week have all banned exotic skins. A couple of them have even banned feathers. So now let's talk about fur. What is wrong with fur? Most of the world's fur comes from fur farms. Fur farms and all animal factory farms are a public health risk because they are the perfect breeding grounds for zoonotic diseases. The animals are kept in tiny prison cages with only bars beneath their feet, no floors, and often don't see any sun or any nature. And all of these animals have feelings and unique personalities, just like the dogs and cats that we share our homes with. I remember the first time that I saw footage from fur farms, and I was so shocked and angry that this was hidden from me. And I couldn't believe in today's day and age that we were still using animals in this way. Now, the brands that are still trying to sell you fur, they don't exactly put fur farm footage on their websites for you to see, now do they? Instead, they lie to you and tell you that it was done humanely. A small percentage of fur comes from wildlife. Did you know that the leg-hold traps used in Canada are banned in numerous other countries for the cruelty? And fur is not natural. No, not even close. It would rot if it wasn't heavily treated in chemicals. Now you might have seen a small resurgence in fur over the last year, but in the long run, things are changing. Cities, states, and countries are banning fur farms, or even the sale of fur. Elle magazine has banned fur in all their editions worldwide. London Fashion Week has banned fur. London Fashion Week is one of the big 4 fashion weeks, so it's kind of a big deal. Many of the world's biggest designers, brands, and retailers are banning fur. Hudson's Bay Company, the oldest company in North America that started out as a fur trading business, has banned fur. Canada Goose, once synonymous with coyote fur, has banned fur. I couldn't believe it the day that I finally got to comment on Canada Goose's Instagram to thank them for this monumental change for good. And now today we have biodegradable faux fur made from plants, not plastic. According to Material Innovation Initiative, these faux furs have 40 to 90% less CO2 emissions compared to animal fur. And these are the numbers we need to see when we're in a climate crisis. Companies making these materials include EcoPel and BioFluff. And my friend that I was talking about earlier, her luxury brand, Lucky Nelly Berlin, has their own. And we have some examples of these next generation faux furs for you to see for yourself today over at the Planted Learn booth. There's even an example of hair extensions made from plants, not plastic. It's crazy what we can do today, and we are just at the beginning of this revolution of better materials. There are some things we can all do to make the fashion world a kinder, more sustainable place. The most sustainable thing is to shop your own closet first, but if you must buy something new, choose animal-free fashion. Ask your favorite brands to use next-gen materials. That's a big one. Many of these brands don't know that these materials exist yet, and this will help get the ball rolling. One thing I'll do, for example, is say a shoe brand follows me on Instagram. I'll comment on one of the recent posts, something like, oh wow, I would love these shoes if they were made from a plant-based leather, like cactus leather, not animals. You can watch fashion documentaries like Slay or Ending Real Fur. Both are free to watch. Attend events like Planted Expo and the Vegan Fashion Show. Sign the plant-based treaty at plantbasedtreaty.org. You can sign up for newsletters and sign petitions from nonprofits like PETA or Animal Justice or Humane Society Canada. Donate or volunteer if you can. Share their content on social media, which is free to do. Get started in activism. All of these brands that are ditching fur, ditching exotic skins, it takes many activists and just concerned consumers around the world working together collectively at a grassroots level. So get active if you want to see more positive change. You can be creative too. Maybe you're an artist and you draw art to raise awareness. Or maybe you write children's books and you read to children at schools about compassionate living. I have a friend, she makes tutorials on how to make faux feather costumes. Whatever you do, don't let the conversation die here. Talk about these issues with friends and family. Let them know that next generation materials are more sustainable, and show them that vegan fashion looks good. Thank you. Are we doing any questions? Okay. Doesn't look like we're doing any questions today, so I would love to introduce you to our team of model coordinators that have been working hard backstage to keep everything organized. Could I please have Dorothy and April come out, please? Hello. So this is Dorothy, a stylist. She has experience with styling photo shoots with celebrities and models, and she's really excited to be working backstage with the models and doing this for fashion shows as well. And Dorothy is from this area, so thank you for being so welcoming. And I will pass the mic over to April to introduce herself, as well as our cosmetic sponsor today.
Tanzi. My name is Ayuka Pisa, but you can call me April, and I am a Nahia Esqueo from Treaty 6 territory in northern Alberta. And today I'm very honored to share about Cheekbone Beauty with you, an Indigenous cosmetic brand that is making waves, not just in the beauty industry, but also in the realm of cultural empowerment and environmental sustainability. Founded by Jen Harper, a proud member of the Anishinaabe community, Cheekbone Beauty stands as a testament to the strength and the resilience of Indigenous people. But what truly sets Cheekbone Beauty apart is its mission to uplift Indigenous youth. Through various initiatives and partnerships, the brand invests in education and supports programs that promote the well-being and success of Indigenous communities. Cheekbone Beauty is a shining example of how businesses can blend passion, purpose, and profit. It's not just about looking good, it's about doing good. Thank
you, team. That was wonderful. So I'll let you get backstage and get ready for our first designer. And just so you guys know, if you're interested in using Cheekbone Beauty, you can see them at Sephora, but you can also use our 20% off discount code, VeganFashion20. That's all capitals. All right, so now it's time to get the fashion show started. Our first brand up is number 49, handbags.
Start to shake with your head, word and a click, are you a freak? You turn and face me, maybe this time I'll choose. What about a hit? What about a hit? Oh, your love start to shake with your head, word and a click, are you a freak? You turn and face me, maybe this time I'll choose.
We have some interview questions for you. So Roseanne, number 49 handbags. I would love for you to tell our audience what is so unique and special about your brand and the materials that you use.
Okay, well, we started number 49 just so that there was more choice in vegan fashion, especially in Canadian handbag fashion. And so we are using materials like apple leather, which is made from the waste of apples after juicing, and other materials like raffia and bamboo, which are really renewable. And I'm very passionate about the environment, and so for every handbag sold, we are collecting 2 pounds of plastic and diverting it before it enters waterways in vulnerable areas like India and Indonesia. And we're doing that through our partnership with Clean Hub. And they're also super amazing because they're creating recycling programs and employing people where there were no recycling programs. And it's mostly women they're hiring, and they're paying them fair wages where they otherwise wouldn't be able to earn a fair wage. And thank you.
Very important stuff. So then also my other question is, why is it important to you to use vegan materials?
Well, you always have a choice when you consume, and you can choose to use vegan because it's not only cruelty-free, but it's sustainable. It's good for the environment, and yeah. So
Thank you so much, Roseanne. I love your handbags. Yeah.
Also, today, all our handbags, if you use the code PLANTED, are 20% off. And I want to say thank you for all you do for the vegan fashion industry.
Thank you, Roseanne. Wonderful. I'm so excited about the lineup we have. Everyone's using interesting materials, and there's always something unique about them. So next up, we have Malin & Co. Can we have the first model come out for Malin & Co., please?
Maybe it's time I choose. Left my heart
from Alien & Co. come out? Thank you. So, May from Malin & Co. is not here today, so in lieu of interviewing her, I've already asked her the questions. So we're gonna play a little video from May.
Hey, I'm May, the founder of Malin & Co. We're all about bringing you sleepwear that is not only soft and sexy, but also sustainably made. We're proudly PETA-approved vegan, and we're known for our unique plant-based alternative to traditional silk. Our pieces are made with love in my home country, Iran, where we sustainably source lotus plants for our Persian lotus silk fabric. It's cruelty-free, kind on the skin, and just as luxurious as a real silk. And most importantly, no silkworms are harmed in the process of making it. As a BIPOC founder myself, I have firsthand experienced the lack of representation in the fashion industry. I believe we need more BIPOC founders, stories, and perspectives to truly reflect the diversity and the world that we're living in. The reason that we're sticking to vegan materials is that we simply believe that animals deserve to live. And in the process of making silkworms are unfortunately brutally killed. So I wanted to bring a kinder alternative that is not only kind on the skin, but also kind to the little silkworms and Mother Nature.
Thank you to our Malin & Co. models. I'll let you get backstage now and we will prepare for our next brand. I love that that's all vegan silk. Very luxurious. Next up, we have Lowe's & Co's and their cactus leather boots.
absolutely. So I've been a long time vegan. I stopped eating meat and wearing leather in 2008. And for the longest time, I just had a terrible time finding not only designer shoes not made of leather or suede, but also not made of plastic, as Vikki mentioned. And so, of course, I am using next generation plant-based materials with the intention of reducing plastic in the vegan fashion industry. So we are featuring cactus leather in our boots, designer boots, and corn leather as well in our Brooklyn sneaker. And it's really important to me to not only take care of animals, of course, but to take care of the planet as well.
Yes, and I guess you kind of already answered my question a little bit, but do you want to tell people about why it's important to you to use vegan materials? Because there's so many reasons.
Yeah, I mean, for me, primarily it's for the animals. I love animals like they are my friends. I feel like they are the most innocent, purest form of life. And there's, I think you mentioned it, Roseanne mentioned it with number 49, like there's absolutely no reason for us as humans to consume animals in any part of our life. And so that's why, like, don't consume animals when there's so many now amazing options that we can use. And I think we should all keep just being a voice for the innocent lives that are animals. And of course, a byproduct of the fashion industry, as you mentioned, is the planet. And so as much as we take care of animals, please let's take care of the planet too. But animals are our friends, they are our allies, and we must take care of them since they don't have a voice for themselves. So thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you so much, Desiree, and our beautiful models. I'll let you get backstage now. Next up, we have QZ Shen joining us all the way from Beijing, China. Can we have the first model for QZ Shen come out, please? please? you is, could you please tell our audience about your brand and what is so unique about it?
Comfort, fun, and cartoon is my brand gene. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. And why is it important to you to use vegan materials?
I have to say I'm an animal lover, and I think natural fabrics are more comfortable and fashionable at the same time.
Thank you so much, Vikki. I'm so glad we finally got to meet after like talking to each other for a year. Thank you. You can all head back now and we'll get ready for our next brand. And I also wanted to let you guys know, I think it's really interesting about the QZ Shed brand is that all of their clothing is gender fluid. So that's another unique element, and they are a PETA award-winning brand. Last up, we have a brand called Segan. Can we have our first model for Segan come out, please? today. Could you please tell our audience what is so unique about your brand and the materials that you use?
For sure. So I can talk hours about materials, our workshop, and our design process, but I kind of wanted to just put out one question that I just kept asking people in fashion, and that's what's the purpose of fashion? I spent years before starting Segan just working with designers and factories, and I feel like no one really knew the answer to that, or if they knew the answer, it was just basically based on trends and seasonal trends. So Segan is our attempt to answer that question: what's the purpose of fashion? And we believe that the only trend that should be fashion is meanings and stories. This is our basically our concept is based on stories and meanings.
Thanks. And why is it important to you to use vegan materials?
I mean, I'm going to skip the obvious, which is the animal harms, but also if you dig deep, there's so much more than that to the way they process the dyes, even the PVC leather. They use so much chemicals, and also we also don't see the conditions that these workers are in, and it's usually not good, just because the supply chain is just so huge that to make it profitable for these factories, they have to use the worst chemicals and the worst conditions. For example, Miram, which is the leather that we use, they're the first 100% plastic-free and vegan leather, and they are based in Illinois. So the supply chain is basically they use agricultural byproducts and other natural ingredients from the region. So the supply chain is so small that they can control every bit of it. So not only is it's 100% plastic-free and vegan, but also they have control over the supply chain, which is a huge aspect of it that I feel like people don't notice.
I was so excited about the material you're using. It's really groundbreaking. Thank you so much, team. And now for our grand finale, that is it, but I want to have all the models and brands come out so we can see them all together. Today. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of Planted Expo.